are you doing on this terrific Tuesday? I tell you, we're nearly through the end of January, but I can tell you this. The worry is all about the comparison and the attitude. That's what I've discovered. That's what I've definitely discovered. So it's all dark in the background. We're conserving electricity because it's just, why not? It's like a whole adjustment thing, getting used to it in the donker. You're walking around and even just forgetting to put on the lights nowadays. How's everybody doing? Hello. See someone's there. Knock. Hello, Celine. Okay, wait. Okay, let me put the brill on. Yes. Cilinificent. Oh, that sounds so cool. Hello, Nick. How are you? Hello. 1, 2, 3, block myself. Lekker. Listen, forgive me for not streaming last week. Hello, Arbat. Naughty. I tell you, I got some poepsiekte, nee? Poepsiekte en maagsiekte. But that didn't skrik for niks, I tell you. So I streamed the Thursday. That Thursday we did a Charlene. And then the Friday night, ek het mense oor gehad. And I literally passed out on the couch. I was like, done. I literally like sort of woke my up in a half of a snort, like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Sorry, people. And I think I took like 3 panados because I wasn't feeling lekker, And Saturday morning, I was supposed to go and do a bit of a stint for my community organization. And I just couldn't. It just, die maag het wil net nie stil bly nie. So lovely to start off a stream like that. But I tell you what, it's taught me something. You have a little box, a special little box where you keep your Valoid and you keep your whatever it is that you keep your tummy. Or just, I suppose the good thing to do is also to drink lots and just hope it stays down and just let it pass through your system. But die naarheid for my is the absolute worst. Okay, but that's besides the point. So yes, so that's why I wasn't streaming last week. I was still feeling kind of on the mend. Takes a couple of days to get back in the swing of things. But tell me, what's been happening? Arbot, what delicious dish have you made? I made my own herb salad this evening. I grated the carrot, I chopped up some pre-made beetroot, the one you get in the bottle, and cucumber and a little bit of red onion. And I forgot to add feta. Nuts. Damn. But yes, very nice. I'm trying, people. I'm going to try and do that fasting thing because they say for insulin resistance. Apparently I do have insulin resistance. I am on insulin resistance meds, but I forget to take them. You know me, I am very forgetful. I've got a mind like a goldfish. Ha. Valid, and I'm going to stop and go. And then, of course, the reason I wasn't feeling well is because I had like a middle ear infection. And the doctor had prescribed, like there comes a bit of, a bit of an antibiotic. And the antibiotic also didn't do me any favors. So, I think I'm nearly down to the last 2, and then I'm all good to go. Not that an antibiotic is always the answer, but you got to try these things. So, Mensa, I sort of felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. Have you ever been that sick? And things were going on, and I just sort of said to everyone, get out. Like, I can't handle noise. I just need to sleep. They must go and play. Letterlijk. Gaan buiten en speel julle. Really. Because I was like, there was some people popped over, and then I said, no, look, I don't know if this thing's, I don't know if it's contagious or what. I think it's a good idea as you guys go out. So it was like that scene from Natural Born Killers, like you're walking in a desert and the clouds are rushing past, and it's, you sort of don't know if you're coming or going or where you are. So that was my feeling, definitely. But Cilinificent, that's such a cool name. Cilinificent. Glad to see you here. Lovely to have you. Alrighty, so what did I want to sort of say? Like, the thumbnail was something I created in like a little while. It was just something I was dabbling with. But your view, a perspective, South Africans, we are so resilient and we're such an incredible people, but we're in a lawless society completely. The fact that a lot of us are still here and everything is just such a testament to the South African and what we sort of believe in for our country, even though it's so depressing. That you think that it's completely gone down the toilet, and you speak to friends overseas and everyone's bitching about it, and the key word for obviously this year is the load shedding. But I find I remember to look at the schedule, and I just let it be. Ons UPS het gekak. That thing didn't last. I don't even think it lasted like 3 months. And I'm not buying another one. I'm not spending that money. I'd rather put it. Right now, it's all salty cracks time, as you know, Januworry. But it's something that I'm just not going to invest in again until I can really do a significant one. But with this constant 3 times a day, twice a day, okay, now they've sort of said they'll maybe make it twice, once a day, and then it will just be forever. I'll consider getting something eventually. But for now, not now. Now I'm just thinking, see it as a life challenge, see it as something that is just part of life. It's just like one of those things, like every year, you need to go and get your license, your car license, or every 5 years you need to go and just see it like that every day. Okay, between this time and this time, it's on that or whatever, just remember to check, put a reminder on your phone, and just let it whoosh over you, because you can't shit against thunder. Well, listen, I thought I was doing that last week, but no. No. It's just something, and it doesn't help getting upset anymore. Just I promise you now, there are worse things in life than this. Worse things. Why is the signal bad? Nick Mueller says the signal's bad. Okay, we're going to check something. I don't think hold on. We didn't put let me look here. We didn't put the HDMI cable, isn't it? What is it called? The LAN cable. Listen to me, HDMI. No. Just trying from Sileside to the sun. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd love to have you on the show if you do your mushroom journey. I'm going to, like I still say, it's on my bucket list. I'm going to go to one of these retreats, but they cost, hey? They cost. But it's on my bucket list. But like I was saying, you just gotta prepare. You just gotta try and work around it. Keep things good if you have to do daily. Yes, it's a freaking pain in the ass, but I'm telling you, don't compare yourself. And remember, there's always those worse off. Could always be worse. There's always some shit that it could always be worse. So yeah, that's how I've learned to cope with it. And we must just more adapt. And just remember, listen, like I said, these little Magodis were jobs. These little Magodis, these power banks. This one actually happens to be an Energizer one. I ordered mine online. There was a dealer and they were selling them. So just keep, for now, a couple of those in charge. Yeah. Ring lights. Yeah. If you need lights. So anyway, enough about that. What I wanted to say also, January, I didn't do a La Luna. What's wrong? The signals, maybe it's just, but yeah, plug it in. Okay, hold on, guys, 1 second. I'm just making the signal stronger like bull. Yes, like bull. Let's see if it gets any better. Is it this side? Wait, we got to thread it through. Okay. Where do I stick it in there again? This side. There. Sorry, peeps. There. Okay, it's not going in properly. That's what he said. Hey. No. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do something quickly. 1 second. Give us a minute. Please like and subscribe if you're watching. We're just gonna do this for one. Wait. 1 second. Sorry, guys. 2 second interval. Okay, but you can still hear me. I'm still here. So, there's the dog's bowls. I still want dinner. Okay, I'll be back. I'm back. So, yes, there I am. Okay, so what was I saying? So January, it was my birthday, and that was the month of Capricorn. I don't know if you guys want to hear a little bit about that. And then we're going, of course, now into Aquarius. I don't know who's in Aquarius, but that was sort of, they can be very stubborn people that do not get into an argument with an Aquarian. You will never win. Never. Never, ever, never, never. Doesn't work. No, I learned that lesson the hard way. They're very spontaneous, very spur of the minute, last, fun, like good people. But yes, so that's it. Tech made a great change. Let's see what Arbite says. Let's read a few comments. Just less complicated and less tech will make a great change. In stress and worries, don't try and keep up with the Joneses. No, 100. I'm over it. I don't have the budget. It's not happening. It's not part of my priorities at the moment. I get what I get, and I say, whatever, could be worse, and I move on. And I think moving on and changing your vibe and changing, January literally feels to me like we've all been hurled into this incredibly hectic time. I don't know, it was very quick moving from December to January. I don't know. I didn't have much of a break. I literally had to get on death's door to have a break. But anyway, and it was rough, and this whole cycle and life and stress and carrying on. And I've also decided I don't, for one day a week, I don't look at my phone. I don't look at my phone really unless it's something that I really want to watch, or there's something that I really enjoy doing on my phone, or if it's a game or something. But I'm like WhatsApp overload. Like all the groups and all the things, they're lovely, but a lot of it's repetitive. And I'm grateful to be on a lot of the groups and to contribute what I can. But at the time, you just need to waza. And if you need a day, if you need 2, if you need 3 hours in a day just to chill, then that's a good thing. So that's a very good thing. It's time to consider the Amish lifestyle. Listen, I'm Jewish, and a lot of people get Jews and Amish confused. But obviously, I'm not. I'm more the traditional Jew. I'm not the religious one. The religious Jews, look, they also have they have very strict boundaries on what they watch and what they do. And it's, I didn't watch a lot of those documentaries on Netflix about that, because I think I don't know, personally, I think it would just be upsetting. I think there was a lot of exaggerated stuff. And like with anything, there's 2 viewpoints to every story. So I know my viewpoints. I know the people that are religious that I know, they're not completely nuts. They're not as crazy as some of those views were. So yeah, turn it around and spit on it. What are you talking about? What? The thing that must go in. Is that what you're talking about? You have seen Guardian Pepin's new fit, and yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I spoke to him today. I wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll have him on. And he's got great ideas on his channel, and he's also everyone was terrified for stage 10 in hockeys, where we'd have complete and utter failure. But I think there's still too much going on for that to happen, please God. But it was definitely a possibility. We did a stream on it months ago, hey? When the load shedding became really repetitive, I did a show with him about it and what to be prepared for and and also I've stopped buying monthly groceries. I'll just keep a few so it doesn't go bad. I'm also terrified now after being sick, thinking, what did I ingest, and things in the fridge. And also, when you have your milk, don't put it in the door. It's not going to stay fresh. Put it in the back of the fridge. Don't let this. But here I am hopping about this again. So yeah, I was talking about vibes for this year. It's been really, really busy, and I think it's about deciding what you're going to do for yourself, what you're doing, whether it's being more healthy, whether it's quitting a habit that you have, a bad habit, whether it's stopping drinking or stopping smoking, or just taking better care of yourself for a little while, and just getting rid of, or maybe starting a good habit or getting rid of a bad one, deciding to change something phenomenal in your life, and just to just to embrace joy and gratitude. I find gratitude and attitude are so important. Like if your attitude is bad and you're negative, and also if you're around people all the time that are negative, or you're in a group that's constantly posting negative stuff, flee or stop looking at it, or put it on like archive, whatever, silent, mute, whatever, and then you don't have to see all of that. It's so important to keep your mind healthy and your thoughts healthy. And we're all going through a bit of cuck this time of year, but in terms of obviously financial, and it's stressful. Life can be very stressful, and whether you had to sign books in triplicate for school or register, or I don't know, do you guys even think it's worth going to varsity anymore? Because I spoke to a woman and she was like stressing about her kid going to varsity, and I thought to myself, like, this is a single mom of 3. Her oldest wants to go to varsity, and I'm like, for me, I'd rather want my kid to go and experience the world, to go traveling, to go and see what opportunity lies somewhere else, or even South Africa. Maybe go live in a place he's never lived before, go and learn a new skill. Why spend thousands and thousands and thousands of rands, especially here in SA, where our tertiary education is up to poo. And I mean, yes, back in the 80s, everyone was like, get an education, get a job, you're guaranteed of a job. But now it's like the internet can teach you so much. So much. What are you doing spending that kind of money? I mean, mortgages, literally, on tertiary education when you're not even guaranteed of. I studied and I don't do what I studied. Maybe one day. But by then I'm sure the techniques will also be more advanced and better. So maybe we need to change everything we know about life. Things are going to start changing come March. Big things, I believe, are going to look. March, April are always the equinoxes of the time of society where things happen. And I think there's some big, good changes going to be happening in the world. A lot of people are focusing on spirituality, and that doesn't necessarily mean religion. A lot of people are embracing new things. Maybe you've done something that terrified you. These are all views. These are and it is scary. And if you're not doing something that doesn't scare you, well, then I don't believe you're living. You're not living. Amish parody. All right. Amish Bionia. Could be worse. Tired. Let's see. Could be worse. Tried to apply for ID in Kenya. Was told to need to pay 15,000, about 2,000 rand, because I'm told old yet, and RSO was 200. Now look, I also paid something similar when I got my ID. It's crazy. It's absolutely horrendous. By the way, you obviously have electricity? I mean, there's no load shedding in Kenya, obviously. It's quite interesting. Like here we are, we're supposed to be in the top African country, or one of. And yeah, but it's okay. It's all good. But that's rough. That's rough. But you know what? Stick to the goal, and you can do it. Stick to the goal, and you can do it. Yeah, I'm just like, if I really want it, if I really feel I deserve it, then keep to it. Make a list. Make something that you want, how you want to achieve what you want. Yeah, and hugely, this thing is huge. I keep telling this to my son. Stop comparing yourself with others. It's not healthy. It's something young mothers do when they have kids. They're always comparing the kids on the playground to their child. We are all individuals and all unique, and we all have something we have to give. And it's part of, and I pray for each and every one of you who's going to watch. Remember, like and subscribe. If you haven't already. Whoops, there you go, the brilla. Glasses. They've gone down my back now. I don't know where they are. Hold on. No. You have to do something. You have to find your authenticity, your purpose. There it is, stuck in the curly Sue hair. And try something. I mean, I'm not saying go out, obviously don't go out and kill anyone or hurt anyone or do harm. But if you do something that excites you, something that you've never tried before. What have you got to lose? Right? What have you got to lose? Could be worse. Try to play. Yeah, like you say. About 2,000 Rand. No, we read that. Yeah. It's crazy what prices have done as well. Obviously the Rand. But I mean, surely in Kenya you're making KSH. Is it like the shekel of Kenya? Interesting. Because in Israel it's NIS. It used to be dollars. A lot of the property stuff used to be in dollars, but now they've changed everything, I think, to NIS, New Israeli Shekel. But yeah, maybe decide to save something on a crypto exchange. I don't know, like, who do you trust? I know Revix has gone very quiet, but they were a good exchange, I think. I'll hopefully one day this year have someone on to maybe talk about it. I've got a friend who does it, and they say it's basically like gambling, but you've got to work at it too. You've got to sort of figure out how to buy. It can become a whole career. It really can. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. Yeah. I think the worst thing about this heat is also like, where's the rain? Like Cape Town had a bit of clouds today. Come up here. Let us have rain. It's so funny. South Africans, we're so spoiled with our weather. As soon as we don't have like perfect weather, we're like, where's the perfect weather? Kenya shilling. Okay. Strange first time being here for this long. All right. I'm sure you're a bit homesick. That's understandable, but at least with the internet, you're able to connect with friends and family over Skype and Discord and all of that. So at least thank God for that. Can you imagine? Like, this is what another thing Gareth Cliff was saying is like, we're living in the best times ever. Like, imagine disappearing off to war and never hearing from that person ever again. We watched, what did we watch? All Quiet on the Western Front. And it was insane how Germany was so stubborn in World War One. I mean, they were losing. Their troops were starving. They had no uniforms, no warm clothes. And I mean, the whole war. So let me ask my son. Chop! Yeah, how long was the war? 5 years. The First World War. No? 2, 3 years. I don't know. I don't know history. So my history is terrible. Especially my current world history is horrendous. But yeah, they fought for all that time, and apparently they only gained like a few hundred meters, not even a few square meters. It was insane. So yeah, for what that was for, do you think it was about ego? Was it someone who was thinking they could improve themselves? It just doesn't make sense. You think us mortals in Pretoria can become self-sufficient? And self-sufficient in what way? In terms of water and electricity? Or in terms of financial gain? Like, what do you mean, Nick? What do you like? I know people that have put water tanks around their houses, and the people who have obviously gone off grid. Are you talking about that? Like, self-sufficient in terms of what? Like I think you need to understand what is right for you. Oh boy, I'm on my cell. Oh, no worries. I know the keyboard can be a bit tricky on a cell phone. Happens to me. Like the spell check. What's it? The not the spell check. The auto spell, whatever. Like you type in a word and then it's the wrong word. But yeah, I'm just having so I've mentioned obviously authenticity. I've mentioned scaring yourself a little bit. What's also a cool idea I learned also recently, like if you suffer with anxiety, like moi, I suffer from high cortisol, lots of anxiety. You dip your head in a cold bowl of water, or you take the plunge, and it totally relaxes you. And I've started doing that in the mornings. I need to remember. I didn't do it this morning. I'm going to remember to do it tomorrow morning, and maybe even after the stream. And it just chills you out. It just takes you back to an earlier dive reflex, and you just feel chilled. I've stopped smoking a lot of weed, I must say. Not that I don't think I smoked a lot anyway, but I'm just I don't smoke during the week, And during the weekends after being sick, I was like, no, I'm good. Where I am in Limpopo, the water unscathed generator is a must-have. Yeah. And Joburg too. I don't know if I've said this before, but did you know that Johannesburg is the only metropolis, large city that doesn't, it's not on water, and the electricity has to pump the water. So ek bid vir julle, nee. Sjoe, no, listen. It's going to be rough, and I know that they issued a warning also here in P-Town. So we'll have to see. So yes, okay, let me turn a page. By the way, I don't know who's seen movies lately. I don't know. I watched a thing on Glass Onion where they showed like Easter eggs, and they were like, this is so good and that's so good. I personally, if you haven't seen it yet, I don't know. I think the cast is great. The cast is a full studded cast. But it's just like, yeah. I watched Rounders last night with Ed Norton and Matt Damon. What a cool movie. Like, that was a cool movie. Like, that movie made sense. It had twists. It had, like, excitement, nail biting, put you on the edge. That was cool. I'm going to go back and look at a lot of old movies because I just find the movies of today are just, there's no substance, and you can predict. You can literally predict what's going to happen within the trailer. You can see already what's going to happen. Not to be relying on, I don't know if you mean government or conventional eye water power food. Now listen, I'm growing some butternuts in my garden. They started coming up, and I was like, yay! And there's some tomatoes somewhere, and I also harvested some potatoes. No, listen, it's a good idea, but I mean, I don't know. You need quite a bit of land for it to be really sustainable, or you need those tubular, horizontal pillars where you grow stuff. Like, that's also a great idea. If you're serious about doing it, you can do anything. That's what's amazing about now, is that you can actually do anything if you put your mind to it. You can get off the grid. You can not panic when it comes to all the ups and downs and the load shedding. Yeah, you can chill, you can prepare, and just take it like the waves. Take it like the waves. Like, people must stop getting their knickers in a knot. It is horrendous, obviously, for small industry and businesses, and I mean, but it's like seeing it in your face all the time. It's just depressing. I'd rather look at jokes. You know me, I'm always posting jokes on my group. By the way, like I said, if you want to be on the group, you're not yet on the group, please email me at rebelliousruthie@gmail, and we'll be sure to put you on the group. So yeah, no, definitely. All right, chaps. Oh, shucks, look at that. Speaking of which, I've got the darkness hitting me in 2 minutes. So I just wanted to check in and say, yammer, I wasn't streaming last week. Guys, have a lekker rest of your week. I am going to have a couple of more guests on. Just with the start of the year, it's been quite frantic. But yeah, we're going to have some exciting people on. And look forward to seeing you all. Okay. Take care in Kenya. Take care in the rest of South Africa and our lawless society. Be safe. Don't let yourself fall into any sort of nasty trappings. And yeah, we'll see you on the flip side, people. TTFN.